my amazing Algebra Half students. This is Mrs. A, and I love math. Today we're doing lesson 73, and it's all about visualizing signed numbers. And we're going to be talking about pairs of opposites and kind of letting pairs of opposites help us in doing addition problems with opposite signs. So the first concept they want to talk to you about is pairs of opposites. So if I have 2 and -2, they are the same distance away from 0. And if I add them together, 2 plus a -2 is 0. The 2 this way, so if I took 2 steps this way, and then I took 2 steps back that way, don't I go to 0? And that's what 2 plus a -2 does. Okay, so anytime we have opposites, then they have opposite signs and they are the same distance from 0. So when we're visualizing how to add 4 and -6, we take the bigger number and break it up. And so we're going to take the 6 and we're going to break up the 6 into the opposite of the 4, which would be -4, and then plus another -2, because $4 in debt and then $2 more owed would be $6 altogether. So we're just breaking the 6 up, the negative number up, into 2 negative numbers that add together to give you -6. So then the 4 and the -4 are opposites, so they will cancel each other out. So the answer is the -2 that is left. So equals -2. So 4 plus a -6 equals a -2. And that's just one more way for you to visualize a problem. That doesn't mean that you have to do every problem like that, but that's just one more way to help you think about how to quickly add. Okay, so on these problems, if we were going to visualize these the same way, we'd have a little bit of trouble because we have no opposites, no opposite signs even. So we just have 2 plus 4 more. So we're not going to be able to cancel anything out. We're going to move 2 in the positive direction and then 4 more in the positive direction. So you may want to just do this on the number line, or just realize that 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, over here, we have the same situation going on. We have a -2 and a -3. So we don't have any balancing act going on here. We don't have a plus and a minus that we could think about canceling out the opposites like we just did. So since we have $2 in debt and $3 more in debt, we're going in the negative direction and then in the negative direction again. So altogether, we're going -5 steps in the left direction there. Okay, so this is just trying to get you to think a little bit more about what it means to be positive and negative. Okay, if we use this method to help us visualize, then we have a +2 and a -6. We're going to take the number that's farther from 0, which is the -6, and we're going to break it up into a -2 to get the opposite of this number. And then how many more do we need to make a -6 altogether? Well, don't we need a -4? So 2 and 4 is 6, so a -2 and a -4 is a -6. So now that we've broken up the -6 into pieces, we can see that +2 and -2 are opposites and will cancel each other out, and the answer is -4. Okay, over here, we always take the number that's farther away from 0. And so we're going to take this one and break it up. Since that's a 2, we need a -2. So -2 plus a -12 will help to break up the 14, the -14, into 2 pieces. So now the +2 and the -2 will cancel each other out, and we're left with a -12. And -12 is the answer. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing here. Since we have a plus and a minus, we're going to break up the larger, the farther number from 0, and we're going to break it up into a +3 so that we'll have an opposite. And if we take the 3 away from the 6 here, we know the other number is 253. So 253 plus 3 is 256. So those cancel out, and we're left with 253. Okay, then over here we have opposite signs. So if we break this one up into 8, because we need a positive 8, and 33. 33 plus 8 would be 41. Can you see that what I'm really doing is subtracting the 8 from the 41 to get this other number? Okay, so then since the positive 8 and the negative 8 cancel, all we're left with is 33. Okay, now I've been doing your practices for you. I'm going to make you pause your video this time. Okay, so these are the last 3 practices. So I want you to copy them down, get them on your board, and then pause your video. Okay, let's see if you got those right. So on the first one, they are the same sign. Since they're the same sign, nothing's going to cancel out. There are no opposites. They're both going in the same direction. If we were doing them on the number line, it would be, here's a 0, and it would be 3 steps to the left, and then it would be 2 more steps to the left. So how many steps to the left did I do altogether? Well, 3 plus 2 is 5. Therefore, negative 3 plus negative 2 is negative 5. Did you get it right? Okay, look at this one. Here we have some opposites going on. So we have opposite signs. So we're going to break this up. We need a negative 9 to get rid of this 9. So negative 9 from 18 is going to leave another negative 9. So negative 9 plus a negative 9 gives me a negative 18. So now that I've written this one in parts, then I can cancel the negative 9 and the positive 9, leaving a negative 9. The last one, we have the same sign. They're both negative, so there's no canceling out. So they're both going to go in the same direction, so I actually add the 2 values together and take the negative sign. So that's going to be negative 4 plus negative 15 is negative 19. And again, this is just one way of visualizing what's going on with our numbers. We're going to come back next time and work on some rules that will help us to do it even faster. And we are done with lesson 73. That was a fast one, wasn't it? This is Mrs. A, and may God bless your day.